What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Roast and Review. In this series, I take a look at startup and SaaS business websites from a marketing perspective to give some real, honest feedback about what I think is going well, what could be improved either for this company or if you're in a similar space, maybe it gets some ideas going about how you can level up your business as well. If you're new here, my name is Nick. I've got about 10 years of experience in SaaS companies and startups, kind of taking marketing from 0 to 1. And on this channel, I take a look at startup websites and try to give candid feedback as best I can about things that I think the business could do to get more users, get more paying customers, etc. All right, let's just jump straight into it. And by the way, if you have a SaaS company or a startup and you're looking for some marketing advice, feel free to leave it in the comments down below, and I'll take a look and try and get it on the channel. All right, let's jump into it. Today we are taking a look at a product called ArcadeCal. I found this in a Reddit thread, so hopefully it's all right that I'm giving feedback about this. I will explain. I've looked at this webpage one time already for about 60 seconds before I started recording, trying to keep things fresh. But just setting the groundwork, ArcadeCal is designed for gamers. It's a calendar, kind of like a Calendly replacement way to schedule video gaming sessions. So by the looks and sounds of it, it allows gamers to create an account, say, hey, I'm available every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Send that calendar link out to all of your friends, and then they can see your open availability and either confirm or deny to try and find like a mutual time to game together. That seems to be the genesis of this idea. So with that in mind, let's take a look at this landing page. ArcadeCal makes planning game time easy. My immediate feedback for this H1, and this is feedback that I often give about landing pages, is that this hero section of the website should really lean on being an emotional driver. Instead of identifying specifically what that product does, talk about what the end state or the emotional state of the user will be after they have used it. So ArcadeCal makes planning game time easy is a factual statement, presumably about the benefit of this product. What I think would be more effective at getting people to sign up would be something like never miss a game night with your friends, or find a great time to connect over FPS, or never miss another Call of Duty. Something that's more emotional or is describing the actual user experience on the other side of having this product, not just saying makes planning game time easy. Maybe an equivalent of this, just for a quick example, I wouldn't, if I was selling hammers, I would not have my statement on my website say, our hammers make hammering nails easier. That doesn't get me excited about buying this hammer. So, but what I would be excited about is like hanging my family's pictures before Christmas, or something around the house, which is usually why, side note, that's why like DIY commercials about a hardware store or something, they show people using the tools to do emotional things, doing like family projects, a father and son, or it's hanging photos of your loved ones around the house. To sell tools, they're selling the emotional state. So in this case, it's like never miss another time to hang with your buddies, something that feels a little more personal. Right below that, let's just keep moving. A calendar built for gamers by gamers. That's an interesting thing to say, but I'm not yet sure what that means. So let's keep reading. No more accounting for time zone differences, work schedules, or the nap schedule of your buddy's toddler. That's a fun, emotional tagline. I might recommend this part in particular. We'll get to it in a minute, but I might move it or recommend moving that farther down so that this is a little less cluttered. With ArcadeCal, you can simply choose a time slot, start organizing your games. All right. All of this is really cool, or is adding depth, but what I think that this should say should be now just very factually what this product does. It's like find a mutual time to schedule game time with your friends by sharing a single shareable calendar link, or something like that. Describe in one sentence to me the elevator pitch of what this is and does. Cool. Something that I think is really awesome. Let's talk about something that's going well, is this kind of hero image over here. One, maybe a little bit of feedback is that I think it could be bigger. Right now it's a little hard to read and maybe moves a little quickly. So if you can figure out like upgrading this GIF or a movie that's playing right here, I think that could go a long way, just making it a little more visually striking. But this is usually the part of the hero section that I recommend. Obviously, you want a big video, or you want a hero image that clearly communicates what this product would look like on the other side of using it. Cool. Let's keep moving. So I think that's going well over here. Like the general layout of this site is good. All right, let's talk about CTAs. Down here you have a button that says Get Started. Up here you have Sign Up. In the top right there's Login. This is a mistake or a thing that I see a lot on newer websites, is that people want a lot of different actions to be taking up space on the homepage. And what I would love to see, given that this product seems really new, would be a reduction of buttons. I would move down to just one CTA, maybe something like Get Started or Start for Free, that it takes the place of this sign up, login, all of that. I'm sure that there are people who need to log in and need to sign up. I think you could just maybe draw less attention to it, or maybe even get rid of the sign up button altogether, because Get Started and Start for Free is basically the same as sign up. So right now there's 3 CTAs on this homepage. I would recommend just doing one and move the login button almost all the way down in the footer, or have the Get Started and log in. If you really feel passionately about having these two, maybe do that. But sign up, I would get rid of that. And also, I think Get Started Free might be a little stronger of a CTA, because this is a freemium product. Cool. Shareable, trackable, gamer focused. So I'm still maybe unclear. This is good. This section here, is usually the how it works section. Just jumping back really quick, I would love it to say how it works here, under here. It's just for site architecture and simplicity. And eventually when you build out maybe a header menu up here, you might start to link to how it works, pricing, those sorts of things. But I would love articulated H2s, as well. I wanted to mention gamer focused. I'm still unclear of what gamer focused means. I know that the ideal customer of this product so far in your mind is a gamer, but I'm unsure even by this point in the setup, if you are going to mention that it's gamer focused here as a feature, I would want to have some implicit understanding as to why this product is different than Calendly or something like that, that finds a mutual time to schedule things that does make it different. Is it really differentiated in some major way for gamers that maybe I'm missing right now? Keeping it moving, we're looking at pricing really quick. Cheaper than a cup of coffee each month. Ooh, this is maybe a hot button tip, hot button subject. I know some people, this is called price anchoring, where you mention a competitive product or some other thing out in the world and anchor your price mentally to that, a cup of coffee, like cheaper than a cup of coffee every month, or it's cheaper than buying a new car or something. You hear people using phrases like that, or anchoring their product value to something else in the marketplace. And I generally don't think it's a good idea. Because is that it sets an expectation about how valuable you believe your product is, not in monetary terms, but in terms of tangible benefit. If you believe that your product is comparable to a cup of coffee, that immediately sets my mind in a place where I'm like, oh, this is a $5 product or a $6 product. Whereas if that mention wasn't there, if you were able to clearly communicate the value of this product to users, there's then no reason that it can't be $10 or $12 a month if you really find the right users that are going to use this or find exceptional value in it. So yeah, just a side rant. I would recommend against doing this. I do like another form of price anchoring that's kind of happening here is that you have this free box and this $5 a month box. This is great. I think having two prices is really smart in the early days. I don't think 3 is usually the default, but I think having just one pricing tier is super smart, and it's free. I have a little confusion, again, maybe because I don't yet know what the product looks like in proper function. I know you have that like preview image at the top, but as we're going through this, I would encourage whoever makes this to put a hero video on here instead of this little GIF. Because by this point down here, I'm already to the pricing. I still haven't seen what this product looks like in action. Just record yourself doing a 60-second video of it, you using it, voicing it over, and put that up there. And I think that's going to go a lot farther than just implying what it does with a couple clicks. I would anticipate right now the pricing seems a little confusing to me reading through this. I'm not yet sure what it means to join a session, to track stats. I'm not sure what the stats are, earning achievements. I can make a guess as to what that is, but I don't know for sure. So maybe either a better video up here or clearer images before you get to the pricing page, so that these things, stats, schedulable sessions, etc., feel a little clearer as well. All right, keep moving down here. ArcadeCal is 4. This is really cool. It looks like that, this is taking the place maybe of a testimonial section. Maybe you don't have a whole lot of paying customers yet, but you're trying to paint a picture of who might be using this. So I think this is really cool. I would love if there were actual testimonials, 5-star use cases. Those do work. They convince other people and allow potential users to see or imagine themselves as a user of this product as well. Because if you had like a Twitch streamer on here, I see streamer mentioned down below. I'll get to that in a sec. But if you have a quote from like a professional gamer, I use ArcadeCal to solve blank problem, that's gonna send your CTA your click-through rate and sign-up rates much higher. Cool. I'm not going to spend too much time maybe reading through this. I'm all over the place with different random bits of feedback. I haven't seen any human faces on this website yet, especially because this product is focused on connecting people together, finding better mutual times to collaborate, to be together in a shared space. I would want to see gamers or the faces of gamers on the website, showing again the like emotional end state that you want somebody to feel like or look like after using this product. Right now you're kind of focused outwards as a first person perspective of what I'm looking at, and that can work too. There's obviously nothing wrong with that. It still communicates what's going on, but you'll find, as I'm saying this, if you start visiting other like larger business websites, you'll often find that most of their product imagery is of people using the product, not of the product itself. It's obviously human beings are biased to other human beings. Cool. So this product is made for gamers. So now you're talking about gamers. That's helpful. I'm not going to read through the copy or the features. One thing that's really interesting as I'm getting down here, this is maybe a bit of product feedback rather than marketing feedback. This is the first time that you've mentioned streamers or maybe like gaming tournament owners or organizers down here. What I find really interesting as a potential is to like throw this pricing model out of the window, make this a product that's free for gamers to use, to share and schedule personal sessions, but make it a paid product specifically for streamers. It says here that you want to allow streamers to post a public link and like, hey, just a reminder, I'm playing at 7 p.m. Every Wednesday or whatever. And then the users can add that to, or their fans can add that to their own personal calendar, get reminders about the upcoming session outside of Twitch or something like that, I'm assuming. That's maybe a really interesting space to go to, that the value that you're creating here is maybe more relevant to somebody that needs to maintain a consistent audience schedule, or a gaming meetup kind of thing, a LAN party, finding a mutual time to make that happen. That there seems, maybe there's more opportunity there. I don't know what the economics are of this business, how much it costs on the back end to run and spin up these tools, but yeah, if this was free for gamers, you would build an automatic network effect where gamers are using the product actively and are inviting other gamers to use it, so that at such time one of them starts streaming or becomes an event organizer, they are already familiar with this product and they can pay that upgrade to probably a higher price than $5 a month. I would be willing to bet probably $10 a month or higher. I don't know how much Calendly is as I'm saying that. I think somewhere up there. Cool. The last oh yeah, down here we have this updates right in your inbox. I'm going to assume this probably isn't connected to anything just yet. Just looks nice. Maybe it is. I'm not sure what I would be signing up for. Like, this is clearly a newsletter sign up, but there isn't maybe an action item here. Obviously, I'm 100% assuming this is secondary to your the flow of the website. These signups get started, etc. Yeah, I'm noticing here, just as I'm scrolling up, I'm noticing sign up and different CTAs on all of these things. Just make sure they're consistent, make it feel like they're part of the same universe, same experience. This should be get started free as well. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, that the email is probably secondary, but there could be interesting things you could do with this around gaming news or gaming productivity hacks, like being able to spend more time gaming with your friends or something like that. The last bit of feedback that I'll give, I won't keep talking about the newsletter, would just be around maybe some organic marketing. This does seem like a really interesting tool. I don't know what the like business size of something like this is. I don't know how many people would be willing to pay for this, but if you do believe that it is a powerful paid product, I would start to start doing some digging to see what sort of organic search strategy or organic marketing strategy you might be able to have on here. I'm imagining that there are probably blog posts or pages that you could be adding to this site around scheduling conflicts or scheduling user problems that people are trying to solve. When I think about a product like Calendly, I'm imagining that people are Googling things like how to find a mutual time on Zoom, how to find a mutual time to meet on Skype, or I don't know if Skype is still around. There's probably like use case blog posts, how to find a mutual time to play video games, how to fit gaming into your busy schedule, how to this is where your personal expertise in gaming or the problems that you face as a user in finding these times. There's probably a lot of content marketing that you could make around that, so that when people are searching for a tool like this to be able to meet together or connect together like a calendar, they can do that, or they're going to look for it on Google, presumably. I know AI is coming for all those, whatever. I'm not sure if that's totally going to happen just yet, but yeah, when people go to Google looking for a solution to their problem, it would be very helpful if you had a dedicated piece of content to solve that need. I'm not sure. Maybe there might be other ways that you can grow this user base through just sharing this link into gaming subreddits. I found out about this from Reddit, a SaaS subreddit. You can probably share this in your own gaming communities, Discord channels, things like that. That also jogs my mind. I'm sure there are people searching for how to find a mutual time to game in Discord, or does Discord have a scheduling feature? There are probably problem-oriented searches that gamers looking for more time to game with their friends are probably searching for, that you can start to tap into, and of course sharing it around organically. And then finally, the thing that I mentioned before, I think really the biggest growth lever of a product like this is in making it free for gamers somehow, and then monetizing the people who have other monetized streams. I think charging gamers directly, given the price of video games right now and the talk around extracting all of this money from the gaming industry, I think you might feel it might be difficult to sell directly to gamers. But if there are streamers or LAN party organizers, gaming conventions, things like that, that are profitable, they are making money already, and they would readily buy a tool like this to make their lives easier. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. If this is your website, I hope this feedback and advice was helpful. If you're in a similar space, trying to come up with better marketing for your own landing page and your own micro-SaaS business, I hope you found this valuable. As always, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff to help this show up in the algorithm, and be sure to leave your own businesses or the side projects that you're working on down in the comments below if you'd like me to take a look at them. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one.